before we jump into this video, make sure you grab yourself a munchie or a little snack because, girl, we have a lot to talk about today. What is up, you guys? For today's video, we are going to be trying out a brand new product from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which I am so excited for. I love trying out Jeffree's products because I feel like a lot of times he does things a little bit more unique than a lot of other brands out there, which gets me really excited. But today we are going to be trying out none other than the brand new Extreme Frost Highlighter. And today we are going to be testing out Gag Me, which is the bluish tinged one. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer out there that this is not my first time using this highlight. I did use it a couple of days ago. I wasn't going to. I was just trying my best. I was like, no, I need to wait for the video. You know, I don't want to ruin it. And then it just got to me and I was like, you know what? I just have to be that disco ball. I want to experience the formula and the texture. And I was like, why not go to Walmart at 6 p.m. and just test out this highlighter? So Mark and I, we went to the store, we got some groceries, and I look like a blue disco ball. Let me tell you that. So before we jump into using the highlight, you know what, we gotta go over the packaging because it is a little bit extra, and we all know that Jeffree is super extra with his packaging. So this is what it looks like, and here is like a cardboard unit carton, and then you can like slide the actual box out of it. It's really tight in there, so you have to like really push it, which really sucks, but I mean, it took me a couple minutes to get mine out the first time. Damn, this sucks. I can't get it out. Look at this. It's like, Jeffree, why do you make your packaging such a pain in the ass to open? I can't get it out right away. Finally, I got it. So here's the box itself, and I don't know if you can see it, but here's the Jeffree Star Cosmetics logo right here in the center. And the packaging feels like the Alien palette if you have that. It has like that like pleathery feel. And then the top here where it has the logo, it has like a little bit of like padding to it. I know a lot of you guys are like, girl, just open up the highlight. I want to see what it looks like. So here you go. And as you can see, it's like this beautiful like Barbie pink background, and then here's the highlight inside. In case you're curious, here's what it looks like up close, but look at that shift. Ooh, it's so pretty. So a lot of products don't really have application tips that I have noticed, but this one definitely does. It says beauty tip, finger application suggested, tap on for blinding filter finish. So I'm just gonna take my clean finger and go right here in the pan, and I'm barely touching it. I'm just gonna do like a little swirl action. Like, I barely put my finger in there. Like, look at how much pigment went on my finger. So I'm just gonna apply it with my finger. Holy, that is blinding. And I'm just tapping it right on my cheekbone so I'm able to blend it out a little bit better. And when I'm applying it, I'm not sweeping it. I'm doing like a little tapping motion. I'm kind of like blending it outwards. Because I don't want like a streak of like blue highlight. But wow, that is so crazy blinding. Like, look at that shine. It is nuts. I don't know if you guys experience this too, but I hate when highlighters give you that weird like gray cast on your cheekbones when you look forward. But this one doesn't do it at all. It just gives you like a really nice glow when you turn your head. Now I just want to show you guys what it looks like if you apply it with a brush, because that was the mistake I made the first time that I initially tried it. I was like, oh, I'm just going to use my normal brush. I mean, like, why not? What's the worst that's going to happen? And let me tell you, it doesn't stick at all. I'll show you what I mean. I'm just taking a Real Techniques setting brush and just kind of like fluffing it in there. But I mean, I guess this brush did it, but the one I used, ooh, it was so weird. It just didn't want to stick to the skin. So I guess you could actually use a brush. So first time I used one from Sigma, it was their highlighting brush. I believe it is a F03, and that one just did not work for me. But actually, this one's fairly nice. Ooh, she's blinding though. Like, I just can't get over like how blinding this is. I mean, like, that is just so pretty. But I will say, if you're not into glitter, you will not like this highlight. Like, just stay clear from it. Like, save your $50, do not get it. You have to like a glittery, like super blinding highlight, otherwise you will hate it. So after trying out both application ways, I would definitely recommend using your finger if you want like that extra blinding glow. You know, the thing that it's really marketed towards. Because I mean, look at that. It is so cool. It is just so different too. I will say, like, looking at myself in my viewfinder, it definitely looks like loose glitter. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. But at the same time, it does look really unique for a highlighter. However, if you are looking for something a little bit more soft, a little bit more natural looking, which I don't know why you would be buying this highlight if you are looking for that, because this one is super crazy blinding. But if you're looking for that with this one, I would definitely use a brush, especially like a little bit more of a fluffy one, because you do get a little bit softer of an application. Another thing I do want to point out is that this highlight looks super nice over acne and texture. I have a lot on my face, and like you can see when I get up close, it doesn't overly accentuate it, which a lot of highlighters do for me. but this one looks super smooth. And then on this side of my face, I do have it worse, but you can see it doesn't make it look like it's like pow in your face. It just went over it and kind of almost blurred it in a way. So when it comes down to it, would I recommend the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Extreme Frost in the shade Gag Me to you guys? And honestly, I find that this highlight is just way too expensive. This compact right here is $50. And I know people in the comments are going to be really upset with me on that and saying like, Jeffree said it's pure pigment, the ingredients are more expensive, and it also comes with a box. Like why wouldn't it be $50? But at the same time, you look at it, like just this one little highlight right here is 50 bucks. It is insanely expensive. And why I'm saying it's so expensive is because when I go onto his website, I can get an eyeshadow palette with really unique packaging for $60, and it also has a ton of colors inside. I know we're comparing an eyeshadow palette to a highlighter, but you can get like a 15 or 18 pan eyeshadow palette for $60, whereas for $50, you can get one little highlight right here. And I know somebody's gonna be like, but Breyonna, you're comparing an eyeshadow palette to a highlighter. Like, why would you do that? They don't go together at all. But you could still actually buy one of Jeffree's highlighter palettes and you get a lot more options and it would still be cheaper than this one highlight. So for me, I don't know if it's like me being super cheap or me being like a frugal ass, but for me, I just cannot justify $50 just for one highlight. And I mean, yeah, it looks really cool. I love how it looks, but again, it's $50. Like that is just an insane amount of money for it. So I'm gonna get up close so you guys can like really see this highlight, but man, it is so stunning and just so different. You truly don't see highlighters look like this all that much, but I will say Jeffree is amazing at marketing his products and he really tries to make things really unique and different too, and I feel like that appeals to a lot of people. But again, like I am really into his products and he can market really easy to me. But like when I take a step back and I really look at this highlight, it does look like I have loose glitter on my face. Like I don't know if you guys can see it too, but you can really tell it just looks like really finely milled glitter. There's no denying it that this highlight is just so cool and so different, but again, it is just so expensive for what it is. And I feel like you have to be a certain kind of someone to really appreciate and get a lot of use out of this one, especially since it is a colored highlight and the whole range is colored right now. So I feel like if you're into colored highlight and you're looking for something really different, I would definitely recommend checking it out. But for the average person that just wears it occasionally, you probably aren't going to get your money's worth out of it. And another thing I do want to mention is that online Jeffree was saying that you only need one of these for your lifetime, but again, there is only a 24-month shelf life on this once it is open, so depending on the formula, I don't know how his work over time, you know, you might not be able to get that much use out of it for, you know, like a lifetime. But if you're looking at that, if you're like me and you collect makeup or you're a reviewer or you just really enjoy having a lot of makeup, you know, chances are you're probably not going to get your money's worth out of products like this, especially for the price. So I would definitely, you know, like step back and really look at it. Am I going to use it all the time? Is it something that I'm okay with spending the money on? And I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I just don't like the box. I mean, like, yeah, it's really cute to have and really special, and I know a lot of people are going to really enjoy having it on their vanity, but it's just so wasteful. I mean, like, yeah, it's cute, but like, you can't fit all that much in here, and it's so bulky. I mean, like, look how big the highlight is compared to the box. Like, she is just huge. But maybe it's because I'm trying to be a little bit more sustainable and try to cut down on my waste, but I just don't like excessive packaging. Like, I think packaging for the product should be really elaborate, but not the box that it comes in. Before we end the video, I am going to swatch the highlight as well as compare it to other products in my collection that have a similar vibe to them. Extreme Frost and Gag Me. Kaleidos Space Age. ColourPop Honeymoon. And then ColourPop Over the Moon. So the closest dupe that I have to Gag Me is this Kaleidos highlighter in the shade Space Age. It's a little bit lighter of a blue with the color, but it still gives a very similar effect to it. So here's the two next to each other. This one right here is Gag Me from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and the one right next to it is Kaleidos Space Age. And as you can see, the Kaleidos one is just a little bit lighter of a blue, but again, they have a very similar effect to each other. Now here's them swatched right next to each other. But yeah, so in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this highlight. Do you find it's too expensive? Did you get it? Do you love it? I would love to hear what you guys think as well. But as always though, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like. And also, if you'd like to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!